Hello, dear elephant lovers. Welcome back to another life-saving, sensitive mission carried out to save a huge, aggressive elephant. An individual from the village who passed by to gather firewood spotted this female elephant. The villager was concerned after observing the elephant's condition and a large, stiff abscess that had developed in its leg. The wildlife conservation officials carried out an awareness program about a few days ago, mainly highlighting that any person who is suspected for harming wild animals is being brought to the legal consequences, and if any of the animals were noticed in poor condition, any villager should dial the emergency hotline to help the officers treat and cure the animal. So, the compassionate villager promptly informs the wildlife conservation team with an emergency assistance request. The veterinary doctor now selects to administer the appropriate amount of anesthetic medication to put it to the sedative state. The elephant was darted using a tranquilizer gun. As you can see, the elephant displays aggressive behavior towards the officials. Of course, this could be the negative outcome of the severe pain and scary experiences faced by these innocent animals. These officials' skills and experience were used to dart the elephant at the perfect spot. Knowing that the elephant was in critical condition, officials made their way to the location as soon as the news was received. Regardless of the time of day or night, these officials are dedicated to saving the life of the innocent being. The mission drew maximum backing from the villagers. After about 15 minutes of waiting, the elephant is completely sedated. This is a closer look at the abscess created on the elephant's leg. Yet, the officials tie one leg to make sure that the elephant doesn't move while in sedation. After closely monitoring, The officials noticed that the elephant was lucky that the trap gun shot had not damaged the limb bone. The abscess could be completely cured because the bone was not fractured. Now it is time to inject the necessary dosage of medications. The necessary dosage of antibiotics, multivitamins, painkillers, and anti-inflammatory drugs are injected intramuscularly based on the body weight of the being. Now, what could be the cause for the elephant to be in such pain? After attentively monitoring the elephant's wound, officials determined that it was caused by a trap gun. Trap guns are used by some ruthless villagers to prevent animals from destroying or eating their crops. These traps are typically designed to catch small animals such as pigs, rabbits, porcupines, and deer. While the purpose may be to avoid and prevent wildlife from damaging crops or trapping small animals for bushmeat, there is a risk that unintended victims, such as elephants, could get captured in these traps. Trap guns are made from simple components such as wood, leather, metal, and rubber particles. When an animal is shot with one of these traps, it can suffer serious side effects. In addition, these trap guns are set up in forests. So, if large animals, such as elephants, are victimized by these traps, they may rush into the forest without proper medications, resulting in infection in the wounds caused by the substances shot by these traps. This is a huge threat to any wild animal in the forest. Investigations are conducted to identify any offenders who commit such illegal acts. Now it is time to treat the wound. So, the veterinary doctor decides to make the elephant lie down so that the procedure could be carried out more easily. He then gently pushes the elephant, intending to make it lie down. This technique is not used to harm the animal, but rather to guarantee that the treatment is provided as effectively as possible. The officer rushes at the fallen elephant's trunk to make sure that the elephant is breathing without interruption. As usual, the officer starts by cleaning the wounds with a disinfectant. The officer injects more disinfectant solution into the wounds to ensure they are completely cleaned. After the officer has thoroughly cleaned the wounds, the veterinary doctor removes all pus, necrotic tissues, and bacteria that are trapped in the abscess. After removing all pus and bacteria from the abscess, the povidone iodine solution was administered. Then, negasunt powder is applied to the treated area. As the final step, an antibiotic solution was injected into the wound. The officials instructed all of the villagers gathered around to leave before the elephant was revised from its sedated state. Now that the treatment has come to an end, the revival drug is administered through the ear vein. Then, the rope was removed to release the elephant back into the forest. A ranger officer was assigned to monitor the progress of the recovery, and the doctor decided to carry out another treatment session in a few weeks to treat the elephant. The next treatment mission carried out to treat this elephant will be brought to you soon. We thank you for joining us on this emotional journey and watching the outstanding work of these wildlife officers. Stay tuned to see the next treatment performed to save an innocent wild animal. Let's meet again in our upcoming video.
අනේ පස්සට එන්න පොඩ්ඩක් එහෙනම් ඉස්සරහට එන්න අන්න හරි හොඳ කෙල්ල නැගිටින්න හරි රයිට් හොඳයි නැගිටින්න මැනික නැගිටින්න රයිට් හරි රයිට් හොඳ කෙල්ල නැගිට දවස් තුනකින් අහුණා නම් හරිය එතන කඩලා තර ටිකකින් කරා නම්